Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
General West.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Defenses always have a goal of holding a runner under 100 yards. Well, he went over 150 last week, won NFC Player of the Week award honors, and guess what? He's got a chance to do it again because of that vision he has. He sees holes that maybe don't exist.
Check 56. Here we go, here we go.
Cousins on 3rd and 2. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Yeah, there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. There goes Melvin Gordon. He's at the 40, 20, 10. Touchdown, Washington. Melvin Gordon, 98 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Cousins gives way to Cook. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play fake, Cousins. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Watch your slack. Watch your slack. Check 24. Check 24. Check 4. Listen to me. Hey, I-7. 51.
Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
First down, here's Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Kerrigan, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Cousins. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. And he is the NFC reigning offensive player of the week. You got to think, all the guys that take the field each and every week, that's not an easy award. Always has to feel good to grab it.
It has to feel great because it separates you, at least for a week, amongst your peers. And for him to separate again, he has to have the same type of a game. That means being explosive off the line of scrimmage and catching everything that comes his way.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. Complete. Smith has it. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Foxborough. The Bills out to an early lead against the Patriots. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Now a run with Cook. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check. Press down. Quaker Omaha. Time up. Check 52. What's on?
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Watch out. Kill. Bang.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Third down and 11.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, no, easy. Hey, 382, let it 50. Mike's 56. I got him. Check nice steamer. Hey, Alpha. Protein. Where's the hot?
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Going deep for Diggs. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Third down, here's Haskins. Able to get this to Gordon. And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on third. So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Cousins. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
They'll run on first down. Cook, he fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Good route here. 46. Hey, dude. Tackles. 46, boy.
So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out and a 5-yard penalty.
Check by 46. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. First. Check 20. Bravo. 46 to Mike. 46 to Mike. Push him back. Two. Check your hot read.
Cook following the penalty.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Watch it. Hey, we're good.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Cousins going deep for Diggs. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Looking to throw, Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
On 2nd down now. It's Gordon, and he'll be taken down at the 18. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is taken around the 12. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Around the NFL, we've got a 2nd quarter score. The Bills out to an early lead against the Patriots. That'll be a game to monitor as we go along. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They start the drive with Cook. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Now Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. A gain of 22. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
A 1st down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 44-yard line.
The hot. 180. It's a party now. There you go, 48. Set. Through.
On 2nd and 9. Cousins. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The hot. 180. Quicker on the hop. This is our play. Hey, echo. Take the hot. Hey, come on now. Shift. Watch the shift. Hey, flipper. Alert 3. Take the hot.
3rd and long for Cousins. And he's going to go down again. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
I'm coming after you. He's checking. Scratch.
Now it's Haskins. That's complete. It's Gordon. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Now Gordon on 1st down. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Matt Bosher set to kick off.
The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 13-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Second down, Haskins gets it to Gordon. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
You gonna see me in your nightmare, son. You gonna see me in your nightmare. Check 37. Check 37. Shit.
To throw on 3rd down, Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. 23 yards on the play.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. So that one will get them halfway to the 1st down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Right 58, right there. No gain on this defense, no gain.
On 3rd down, Haskins. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give the Redskins 13 there on a 1st down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
25, check 25, check 25. Check, lucky. Rush in. Tight dog. Check.
Back to the ground now with Gordon. There goes Melvin Gordon. Touchdown, Washington. Melvin Gordon with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
You draw courses.
Now a give running right, it's Cook. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 41-yard line.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch twist. Twist, twist.
Cousins now. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
On 3rd down, Cousins.
I got you, boy.
And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. But you just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This is fielded at the 7. A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toe. There goes Melvin Gordon. The 40, 30, the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Melvin Gordon, 77 yards. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Again, it's Cook. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Check three. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Watch the slant. Check 26.
Now Brissett, the backup, his first throw. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings. Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass. A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good. How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
I'm coming after you. Check safety.
first down. It's Cook, and he's going to get this inside the 30. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
A gain of 15. And the Vikings.
Hey, team six. Team six.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
Wait, done.
On first and 10, Cousins. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Haskins and the Redskins come up first and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Gordon. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Redskins on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Check, 42's the mic. Check, 42's the mic. Get set. Get ready.
Haskins on third down. The open man is Smith. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Switch, 22, check, cover. 22, check, cover. 54, right there. 54 mic. Go. Pick it up. Pick it up.
From midfield now, Haskins fighting to stay upright. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Now Gordon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The Redskins on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. This is Gordon. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Down, 6 yards. Mike's by 4. Okay, double up.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. 23 yards the pickup there.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.
So hail to the Redskins as they get the victory here. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
No, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that?